All right, how is everyone doing today? We are running so quickly up on our cold season that tomorrow this entire yard might be destroyed. We have had a really good season this year, but we've been a little bit asleep at the wheel, so we haven't gotten as many pepper and tomato testing videos out as we normally have. But super excited to try to get several of these videos in really quick today before we have to harvest what we can and the yard will start crashing down. Today what I want to show you is two sweet peppers. To be honest with you, most of the people that we know, a vast majority of the people we know aren't hot pepper fans, including me and Angel. I'd say Angel's a little more of a hot pepper fan than I am, but neither one of us really are into hot peppers that much, mostly just for cooking, pickling, anything that can kind of dumb the heat down. So sweet peppers in our yard, we love to have sweet peppers. And Angel's favorite and my favorite are sitting in the yard ready to go right now. So this is going to be on the one called the Jimmy Nardello, and the Corbaci pepper. I believe the Jimmy Nardello I'm pretty sure the Jimmy Nardello is an heirloom. I'm not quite sure about the Corbaci, but I know that both types come from established varieties or open pollinated, meaning that they are maybe not heirlooms, but they've been around enough times and regrown enough times that you won't get a lot of variation in them. It'll be pretty much true to type if you were to save the seeds on. Me and Angel, we are big fans of seed saving, so we're super excited to show you these two. So this is the Corbaci and the Jimmy Nardello. Both of them are longer peppers. Both plants are extremely productive. I'm not quite sure if you can see them here. This is a Jimmy Nardello. Hello. Should I snap that one off too?
Yeah, why not?
What are you doing, neighbor?
And grab this one right here too, real quick.
What are you doing?
So, like I was saying, these are me and Angel's favorite sweet peppers. The Corbaci's my favorite, and the Jimmy Nardello is red. So I will go ahead and bring these inside and let you take a better look at them and tell you a little bit more about what I know about them. So, super excited to have these in the yard. It's two different varieties of about 5 or 6 types of sweet pepper that we grew this year. I believe it's the only videos I've been able to do so far on a sweet pepper, but take these inside. This one is the Corbaci. Look how long that pepper is. It's got to be about 14 to 16 inches. And then the Jimmy Nardello. The Jimmy Nardello tends to be a little bit thicker than the Corbaci, but once again, I'll take these inside and we'll take a closer look. Love you guys. Catch you in a second. All right, so October 11th of 2023, the Jimmy Nardello and the Corbaci. Super happy that these made it into our yard. I believe last year we did end up having the Corbaci again, but the 2 seasons previous to that, one of those seasons, it didn't grow well for us. One of those, it came out across with another type of hot pepper from our yard, so we had to kind of reset our whole entire seed pack on these to make sure we didn't run into the crosses again, because the Corbaci is so good, we just have to have this one in the yard anytime we can. I know my plants this year aren't growing very well. Even when they do grow well in past seasons and stuff like that, I want everybody to know that we're definitely not professionals. You can almost always do a better job than anything that you see growing in my yard. We're more about quantity and then quality in the grows, and that's why, I have like X amount of chances. I think this year we got about 30 types of pepper in the yard and about 20 types of tomato if you count the tiny ones the micro tomatoes that we grew at the beginning of the year. But the Jimmy Nardello, like I was saying, we were talking about it earlier, and is Angel's favorite pepper. She specifically likes peppers on the more red ripe side, and I completely see that. And anybody watching this video, I'm guessing that there's a higher percentage of you that would like your peppers ripen more. You'll probably like the flavor and ripened peppers more. I just personally, I like them a little bit green sometimes. It kind of depends on the type. The Jimmy Nardello, I can enjoy just as much green as I can red. I think both of them are about equal in my personal preference. With Angel, though, she would definitely take the riper peppers over the necessarily green. She likes the green, but she likes the ripe better. And that's why the Corbaci here... Sorry, guys, I had to take a quick break for a second. Kiddo's hanging out with his friends and wanted to go play, so... This is the Jimmy Nardello. This is the Corbaci. Personally, since I like mine a little bit less, you can see this one starting to redden a little bit. I don't believe we'll save seeds on this one though, because we got so many that did well last year that we barely even saved seeds from the dried pods that we had stored away a few days ago. We saved those seeds. But personally, I like the Corbaci a little more green. Everywhere else that I've seen that's tried them both ways would definitely probably tell you
Red
that.
is, I like them red because they're sweeter, but I don't mind eating them green.
Yeah, so I'll go ahead and cut some of these up so we can give them a try. We'll be saving seeds on these pods right here. Let me find a... There you go. That's the old-fashioned... That's an old-fashioned Miracle Blade. You'd probably have to go back to the early 90s in order to find one of these. So... This is the Corbaci. I'm going to cut it down a little ways because I ain't too worried about saving seeds on that. And I'm going to go ahead and do the Jimmy Nardello right here too. And I'm going to go ahead and do the green one right here too. So, cut these up in several pieces. The Corbaci grows long. I've seen him even grow longer than this one right here. This one's got to be at least 14 inches. I'm guessing about 16 inches total. The Corbaci, to me, the reason I like it green, it's so good. The only way I could kind of describe the flavor of this to me, especially when it's green, is sugar snap peas. Just peas that you pull right off the vine and you eat like a sugar snap pea. It's got a really, really sweet green flavor to it. Most of the time, I don't really mind whether it's ripe or green on a Jimmy Nardello, for example, or a lot of others. The Oda, I really, really like ripe, but I also really, really like it when it's... and the Oda is another type of sweet pepper. But to me, it's almost like a pea pod. This one has a little bit of different flavor that I'm used to in a Corbaci, and I think that's because our grows are going crazy this year.
It's good though.
And this one's the Jimmy Nardello. That's the green one. And this year, the Jimmy Nardello green is competing with the Corbaci. Every other time, and we've had Corbaci successfully a few times in our yard, and we also share our grows with people locally, some farm market vendors, some neighbors, some friends and family that we have locally. So we also get to see some of these unique varieties, even if you don't see them in our videos or in our yard. They still grow a lot of times through friends and family that we have, and so we get to see a lot of those.
The Jimmy Nardello, I think, is sweeter than the Corbaci. Mm-hmm.
Here's the Jimmy Nardello red. Oh my gosh, it's so good. I would say this is similar to a pea pod. I wouldn't know how to necessarily describe a sweet version of this. Maybe like a yellow bell pepper. Not a store-bought bell pepper, yellow, but like a homegrown one or another type of yellow sweet pepper. Maybe a little bit like banana pepper, huh?
Yeah.
This one doesn't quite have the flavor that I remember for a Corbaci, but I know that that's from my grows. I know that that's not from, because these seeds come from the same seeds of the ones that we grew last year. Both are excellent, abundant growers. They can grow tons and tons and tons. I believe both of them are from the Capsicum Annum cultivar. Both fast growers. When they take off, it seems like the Jimmy Nardello starts off a little bit quicker, though, if I'd have to say. As you could see on our plant, we had several Jimmy Nardello and several Corbaci. The Jimmy Nardello have been getting red, though, already, and for a little while now. This is the Corbaci just barely starting to get red, so I feel like these ones ripen a little bit later in the season if you're thinking about either of those two.
They're both really good peppers. I do enjoy the Jimmy Nardello more than I do the Corbaci, but I do love to snack on the Corbaci when we do have them out at a decent time in the season. It's just nice to pick one from the plant and just kind of snack on it while I'm out in the garden doing chores. It's really good. They're both really good.
Yeah, as this one escalates, as it ripens and gets sweeter, I'm not really sure how to describe the flavor of it too much. it still has a little bit of the pea pod flavor, but it kind of veers more into, if you've ever had a sweet yellow pepper, like a yellow snack pepper or anything like that. They have
Yeah.
a, almost a little bit of a flavor profile to it. I personally like them greener though, and Angel would say that this one's better red, and I think a lot of people would say that this one's better red. This year though, I would say that the green Jimmy Nardello on flavor, at least this grow is competing very, very much so with this. But when it
Yeah.
comes to the red version of this, the only way I could really describe the flavor of this that I might be getting a little bit of is a red apple. That's what
Yeah,
I felt
maybe.
like it
And
was
there's
flavored.
both super crispy too, which I enjoy also.
And this
So
wouldn't
I
be
like
like
that.
green apple flavor. It would be like still red apple flavor, just not the intensity of it. It's like it goes from that like reddish apple flavor, a mixture of a pepper and a red apple at the same time, that escalates into this. I want everybody to know, these are all just opinions. We try to do our videos one take on the fly. I would highly suggest, if anybody's interested in growing these, you just look
Give it a
anywhere
try.
else. A lot of what I like to do is to kind of prowl around the internet and check this stuff out and see
Research, yeah.
different things. But I hope our videos aren't coming across as tutorials or any kind of know-it-all or any situation like that. We're just a small family in a small town, and taking this like brief moment to tell our friends and family about something cool we have to grow. The reason we grow is because we love unique. Both of these peppers are super, super unique. The Jimmy Nardello and the Corbaci are just, they're powerhouse growers. You're going to get tons and tons and tons. My plants, even though that they're horrible grows across the board pretty much this year, are pumping out Corbacis and Jimmy Nardello. We're about to crash tomorrow. I don't know if we'll survive the first cold snap. If we do, we're not going to survive the next one. But these ones have been pumping out peppers for about a month now.
Yeah.
And we just haven't had the opportunity to sit down and really talk about them that much. But
Super good. I recommend giving them a try.
it's close. I'm almost steered away to say that the Corbaci is still my favorite. I don't know if Corbaci is my favorite sweet. I don't know. I think that, but I know for sure that that comes from the crazy grow. A lot of times the skin of it here, it looks like it's almost got green lacquer over the top of it, of almost like a cloudy underneath. And then Jimmy Nardello almost comes out like a matte green. And then when it ripens to the red, it's just like flat red. Maybe you call that candy apple red. But yeah, excellent peppers. If you've never grown them, I would give them a try. If you've grown them before and just haven't had good experience with them, I'd say give them a try. Lots and lots of people have a lot of success with these peppers. They're two excellent ones. If the Corbaci's not an heirloom and I'm alive for another 40 years, it will be an heirloom because I'll still be growing that one for sure. It's one that I almost like mandatory have to have in the yard. For me, it would be the Corbaci and Oda are mandatory in the yard, and for Angel, I think it would be the Jimmy Nardello and the Corbaci. So that one's pretty much a guarantee to hit heirloom status someday if it hasn't already. The Jimmy Nardello, I'm pretty sure, already is in that status. Everything that I've seen, people have chosen the Jimmy Nardello for flavor over as well. So that might be worth noting, is that majority of people would say that this one is a better pepper in any stage that you grow it in. Peppers are unique because you can eat them at any stage. Green off the vine, where if you eat a green tomato, you might get a stomach ache kind of thing. Peppers are good in any stage. So I'll take you outside, show you one last look at the plant. The Jimmy Nardello and Corbaci, October 11th of 2023. Super happy to get another pepper video in, and catch you guys in a second.
Love you guys.
All right, the Jimmy Nardello and Corbaci. I think I mispronounced that several times this video probably. Right down here. A lot of the production that was down low, we've already pulled those ones off, but a lot of it is due to stretching too. It's spent the summer behind these plants right here, so it kind of stretched to reach the sun. As it comes up, this is the Jimmy Nardello. It's still got a tuft up here. We're going to see how those do in the cold. And this one's the Corbaci. And it's also got its tuft right up here. So really productive plants. Sweet peppers, if you're not into hot peppers, ones I would definitely recommend trying. Both are very good, and both of them are favorites in our yard. So we love you guys. We'll catch you next time. Super happy to get a sweet pepper video out this year. The Corbaci and Jimmy Nardello, October 11th of 2023, and catch you next time. Thanks for watching.